So starting the test drive in this Rogue Dark Armor with all-wheel drive, I have it here in the auto mode, and I like that because it basically does the work for you in terms of, you know, if you're flooring it, obviously you want more power. If you're being light with the throttle, you might be trying to save on fuel, and it kind of does all the thinking for you without you having to throw it in the sport mode or throw it into the eco mode there. But me personally, I like being able to differentiate between the modes, especially with the sport mode, because the sport mode in these is just really great, in my opinion. Now the Turbo 3, I've said this before, the way it moves is spectacular. It really does give you the best of both fuel economy and power for a vehicle like this. You're getting 35 miles per gallon highway, 28 in the city. With a turbo 3-cylinder is just something else. I'm gonna put it in the sport mode here. I won't be able to do it from a stop, but hopefully I'll be able to give it a pull out of this corner. Here we go. So I mean, pretty good power overall. Gonna put it into the eco mode now. I want to give another big thanks to Nissan of Cool Springs here in Franklin, Tennessee for allowing me to review this Rogue today. I'll leave a link below in the description. If you're looking to find the best price on one of these closer to home, click that second link down below. It takes just a minute to fill out your information, and I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get to the best price on this or whatever new vehicle you might be interested in. I mean, ride quality is decent. Road noise not bad, even with these bigger wheels. And I actually enjoy how this performs. I really like the Turbo 3 here. I can't say that enough. If you're skeptical about that engine, I understand, because I was the same way. But after getting used to it and driving it, it really is something else. But in terms of what you get for the money, you're paying a little over 38 grand for this. I like it, don't get me wrong. You have all-wheel drive, a Turbo 3, the Xtronic CVT really helps this thing move and stay efficient. But it's a lot of money. You're almost in the SL territory, so it's pretty much like the RST with the Tahoes. If you care about looks more than you care about the amenities, about how it drives and all that, this is a good option because it does look better than all the other trims, in my opinion. But I mean, on top of that, it's just different. You have all-wheel drive here. You get the heated steering wheel. You get the steering assist. It's one of those packages that Nissan kind of put together to, I don't want to say it's like a gotcha, but okay, you like this stuff, and then you're going to have a bunch of this other stuff that you don't care about that's nice to have. And that's what you get here. I mean, having the adaptive cruise is nice. Having the all-wheel drive, the different drive modes, the sunroof is great. But if you're looking at this trim particularly, you're probably looking at it because it's new. You're looking at it because you like the look of the wheels, you like the dark accents, and there's nothing wrong with that. But you're basically paying for the amenities that you're not considering at this point. Because why not go up to an SL? Why not go up to a Platinum? But it's just my opinion. Still really like it, and I think there are going to be a lot of people that will be very happy with this vehicle. So all that being said, this will bring me to the end of my review of this Nissan Rogue Dark Armor with all-wheel drive.